Thank you for checking out my review for this Easthills Outdoors Instant Up Sunshade. So I got this because my two happy places in the world are the beach and the mountains, and this is something I can use at both. And I actually own one from a name brand, one of these sunshades, but I saw this one from Easthills Outdoors, and I was pretty stoked because it actually zips up and gives you some privacy, which I think is awesome. So I decided to pick it up to give it a try. I was really pleased with it, so I decided I'm gonna do this review for you so you can kind of see how it works. Starting off right off the bat, you can see size-wise, it's actually about the same size and weight as like just a normal camp chair. So I was pretty stoked about that. It's not too heavy because the beaches that I go to are normally pretty busy. We have to walk in. The carrying case, the bag actually, it's very nice. It's all really lightweight material. It's not super heavy duty, but it's very durable. So I like that. Inside the bag, it comes with this little pouch. I'll show you how to use these here in a second. This is just the stakes and then the tent spikes. Sorry, the stakes and the guy wires. So the guy wires here, these are really easy to use. And they have these little plastic pieces on that are to adjust the tension and the length, which I thought was cool because I looked at several different kinds of these beach shelters, and I saw the two that I'm sure you've all seen looking that have the two like, see that, those are the two poles that I'm acting out there. But they have the two poles sticking up, and then they have really long guy wires out. And so you get 4 feet of shade and it takes 30 feet of space. And I didn't really like that because we don't really have that much space where I normally go. So I was happy about the built-in adjustments on it. Setup on this thing is super easy. I'm going to try to do it behind the camera, which makes it a little bit more difficult. All you do is untie the little strap and set it out. So then you're going to stand behind it so you can see the way that I like to do it. Actually, that's going to have to be a little taller. You can see how it has the poles sticking out right there. On this back side here, there aren't poles. So I like to stand on this side just because the poles aren't in the way. But give me a second here because I'm going to raise my tripod way
sorry about that, I had some
high.
tripod issues, but we're back now. So this is kind of the stage you want to get it at, where it's just spread out. And all you do to get it to this stage is just lift up on this hub, set it down like that. Now you're ready to go. It's really easy to set up. I'm going to do it from behind the camera, so it might be a little bit awkward. They have these two loops right here. I found that for my wife especially, it was hard to grab onto these two loops and spread because her arms aren't that long. And so she ended up having to spread her arms like almost completely out. So what we do is we put them this way and we just grab onto these knots right here and pull straight out. Super easy. Takedown is just as easy. They make it easy for you. They put these two little stickers, they push here, you grab right here, push down both at the same time, and it just pops right down. Then you can fold it up, nice and easy. I'll show you that here later, but for now I want to actually take this or set this up again because I want to show you the tent. So this was one of the things that I really loved about it. The part of the reason that I got it was actually because it's sealed up like this. And the reason why is at the beach, when my wife and I both want to go play with the kids in the water, we have a problem leaving all of our stuff. And so we're constantly looking back, making sure people don't take it. And as sneaky as we think we are putting it in our shoes, I think the thieves know about that. So if we have something like this, you can literally zip your stuff up, pop a little luggage lock right here, and you're completely secure, which I think is awesome because it's going to look really suspicious if somebody is cutting into a tent. So I'm pretty sure that thieves aren't going to go for that. Also, at the end of the day, you can change in here so you don't have to drive home as a sandy mess. I think that's awesome. All right, I'm going to pause for a second because I'm going to open this up. Just so you know, all you do is unzip it. But I want to take you around and let you see inside the tent. So now we have the tent all opened up. Let me back up here a little bit so you can see the whole thing. You got the nice little patio area in the front. You can see the shade is quite nice on the inside. What I really liked about it though is it's not only shade, but it's actually coated with a UV protectant because then you don't get burned. So I thought that was awesome. I really was impressed with the amount of storage in here. You can see there's 4 baskets all the way around, 3 windows. The windows are really easy to use. All you do is just, here, let me show you on this one. And they even Velcroed down here at the bottom, which I think is cool. It's the little things that impress me as a consumer. I like the extra little attention to detail. All right, so you just wrap it up. and then you can see you just loop it right around there. It's hard to do with one hand, so I'm going to leave it at that. But 3 nice windows. The stitching is great. Let me show you up here a little bit. It's really sunny out here, so I can't see if you can see what I'm seeing. But the stitching is perfect. The material is nice. It's actually thicker than I was expecting it to be based on my other beach shelter that I bought, the Ozark Trail one. So it's a nice material. The zipper is, I'd say, medium duty. It's not something that, you know, is meant to go up and down about 9 million times, but it will certainly work for years and years of beach and park use. So this is the inside of the tent. Let me take you around the outside real fast. So these are the poles themselves. You can see the knuckles are actually quite nice. The poles are very sturdy. The material out here is great too. So what I want to do now is I'm going to show you, if I can, how to use the guy wires, because the tent stakes are really easy. I guess I'll show you that too. All you do is just drive a tent stake through there. So let me grab some, I'll get it set up, and I'll be back. All right, so I'm just going to quickly show you how to use these support wires or ropes. You can see right here on the side they have these little tabs. You just tie a knot onto there from one side. Then the other side, you have this little plastic piece, which is awesome because this is actually a tension adjuster. So you're going to slide this through like this, through one of them. Here, let me tighten it up so that you can see how it comes to you like this. So the bottom comes like that. So the bottom one, you're going to actually just slide that through like that, just to spread it out. And then now you can adjust the tension how you want it. So you don't have to have this spread super far away. And then you're going to put it into the ground. Once you have it into the ground, you can pull on this and adjust exactly the tension that you want. Perfect, right? I mean, it's super, super easy to use. And then Takedown is obviously the opposite. And one thing that I do want to show you, because this is something that I think is pretty unique with this tent, are these sandbags. Every tent has sandbags, but one of the problems, the reason I never really use them, is because getting the sandbag out is a nightmare. So what they did with this is they actually Velcroed these. So that is awesome. You can just spread that out, dump the sand out, and then Velcro it back together. See, I can even do it with one hand, which is awesome. Velcro it back together, and you fill this thing with sand and really secure your tent, which I think is just, it's awesome. The reason, like I said, I've never used the sandbags on my other one because they're actual bags, and getting the tent out, or the sand out, was just terrible. So all in all, you can see this is a really, really impressive little tent. The last thing I have to show you is the Takedown. So I'm going to move it around so that I'm not in the sun again, and I'll show you the Takedown because it's really quick. I'm going to start by zipping this up all the rest of the way. One thing, oh, real quick side note, it's very lightweight, so you can actually tilt it this way to shake out all the sand. I think that's cool. All right, let me get set up and I'll show you how to take this and fold it back up. All right, we're ready to take it down. I apologize for the change in sound, but I had to unplug my microphone because when I was trying to take this down, kept pulling my camera off the tripod because it's wired. So anyway, I'll try to talk loud and make sure that you can hear what I'm saying. So one of the things that I forgot to mention that I really liked is the floor on this is sealed all the way on the 3 edges around that way. And the reason I like that is because my other one is not like that, and kids playing, wind blowing, you always end up with tons of sand inside your tent. So I really like that it was actually sealed, the floor to the walls. Perfect. All right, so now for the Takedown, really easy. I kind of showed you the basic principles of it. I'm going to do my best to stay on camera, but you just take care, and you just fold it down like that. Once it's down like that, you tilt it forward, just like that. And then you're going to bring the 2 side legs in. All right, so bring the side legs in this way, the other side leg in that way, and then you just start rolling. So all you have to do, you just roll it up. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be together. Make sure those legs are in. You want to try to roll it as nice as you can, but like I said, it doesn't really have to be pretty, because one of the things that I really liked about this is that the stuff bag was big enough to fit it. So I bought a lot of tents. I'm just tying it up here, and not just beach shelters, but tents in general, where the stuff bag is only the right size to fit it when it's rolled right from the factory. If you're sloppy like that, you don't stand a chance of getting it in. So I really like that this stuff bag can easily fit it, even if you're not super, oops, I got them there. Even if you're not super careful about how you roll it up. Gonna toss in my stakes here while I'm getting all my stakes and wires back together, guy wires back together. I want to say I really do like this tent. I've owned several of them, and this is my favorite. I like that you can seal it up and walk away and feel okay, at least a little better than trying to hide your stuff in your shoe. It's really well made. It's extremely easy up and down. You saw it only takes 30 seconds up and down. A little bit longer if you're putting the tent stakes in. But it's gonna last. It's gonna last for plenty of beach trips. There you go. That's it. Hopefully that was in the camera frame. But if not, you can see now it's in there. It's nice and easy to set up, to take down. It's well made. I think that you're gonna be really happy with this tent, so I give it 5 stars.